Have you ever wondered what led to the downfall of the mighty Carthaginian Empire? Let's journey back to the time of the Punic Wars. In the heart of the ancient world, two powerful civilizations, Rome and Carthage, locked horns in a series of brutal conflicts known as the Punic Wars. What sparked these wars? Well, the answer lies in Rome's expansionist ambitions and Carthage's proprietary approach to Sicily. The immediate fuse, however, was the battle for control over the city-state of Messana. Thus, the stage was set for the first of the three Punic Wars. The First Punic War, a 23-year-long struggle from 264 BC to 241 BC, marked the beginning of Rome's conquest. It was a game of power and control that kicked off over the city-state of Messana. The two opposing forces, Rome and Carthage, were locked in a fierce competition, each vying for dominance over the Western Mediterranean during this period. The war was a series of land and sea battles, a testament to the military prowess of both nations. Rome, with its legions of infantry and cavalry, became a formidable adversary. Carthaginian citizens, on the other hand, only served in the army when their city was directly threatened, signaling a different approach to warfare. The conflict culminated in 241 BC with the ultimate surrender of Carthage. Rome, having proven its might, annexed Sicily, marking its first overseas province. This shift not only expanded Rome's territories but also reshaped the power dynamics in the Mediterranean. With the end of the First Punic War, Rome had gained a significant advantage, but the conflict was far from over. The Second Punic War, spanning from 218 BC to 201 BC, witnessed the emergence of a Carthaginian general whose name would echo through the corridors of time, Hannibal. A strategist of unparalleled brilliance, Hannibal was a force to be reckoned with. The war began in 218 BC, with Hannibal displaying that stunned the world. Eschewing the heavily fortified sea route, Hannibal led his troops, inclusive of war elephants, on a bold trek across the Alps to invade Italy. This unanticipated attack caught Rome off guard. Despite diminishing in numbers due to the grueling alpine conditions, Hannibal's army won several initial victories. These included the Battle of Trebia, the Battle of Lake Trasimene, and the notorious Battle of Cannae, where Hannibal's tactical genius enabled him to surround and almost wipe out a significantly larger Roman army. Nevertheless, Rome proved to be a formidable adversary. They adopted a defensive strategy of avoiding direct engagement with Hannibal and instead focused on gradually weakening his forces and severing his supply lines. Rome also initiated combat in Spain and North Africa, compelling Carthage to redirect resources away from Italy. The tide turned in 202 BC at the Battle of Zama, where Rome's Scipio Africanus managed to defeat Hannibal, effectively concluding the Second Punic War in 201 BC. Carthage was once again vanquished and Rome's supremacy in the Western Mediterranean was strengthened. Hannibal's daring tactics made a lasting impression on military history, though they could not avert another defeat for Carthage. His daring, intellect, and resilience continue to inspire military strategists today, a testament to his enduring legacy. The Third Punic War, spanning from 149 BC to 146 BC, marked the final chapter in the long-standing rivalry between Rome and Carthage. It was a defining moment in history, a war not about gaining territory or settling scores, but about Rome's determination to obliterate its rival Carthage from the face of the earth. The saga of this war began in 149 BC, not with a grand conflict or a dramatic battle, but with a simple premise: Rome's decision to wage war until Carthage was no more. The Carthaginians, regardless of their earlier defeats, were not ready to surrender without a struggle. Over the course of these 3 years, the Romans laid a relentless siege to the city of Carthage. The Carthaginians, cornered and desperate, fought with everything they had. But Rome's might was too great. The Romans, merciless and relentless, tore down the city walls one stone at a time. By 146 BC, the city succumbed. Rome's legions decimated the streets, leaving a trail of destruction behind them. They razed the city to the ground, ensuring that no trace of Carthage would remain. This brutal act of annihilation, a bitter end to a once flourishing civilization, marked the conclusion of the Punic Wars. With the obliteration of Carthage, Rome emerged as the supreme power in the Western Mediterranean. The Punic Wars era came to an end, and the age of Roman dominance commenced. The Punic Wars, spanning over 4 decades, shaped the course of history in the Mediterranean. These wars, marked by land and sea battles, resulted in significant losses for both Rome and Carthage. Rome's victory and Carthage's defeat led to the annexation of Sicily and the shift in power balance in the Mediterranean. The aftermath of these wars saw Rome's rise as a formidable power, while it spelled doom for the Carthaginian Empire. The Punic Wars not only heralded the rise of Rome but also marked the end of the Carthaginian Empire, changing the face of the Mediterranean forever.